Good. A little squeeze here, and a little bit of that popping sound. Way to go, man. You did awesome. Big set.
All right, guys, we're here at Align Life Chiropractic. This is another episode of All Around the 56, where we're highlighting some of the best and most innovative businesses right here along the 56 corridor in the health, lifestyle, and entertainment industries. And we're here visiting with one of my personal favorites. Number one, because as soon as you see the environment, you're gonna see how awesome this place is. There's something really different about it, so we're gonna learn from the owner what it is. And to be honest with you, I'm feeling a little bit creaky, so I happen to be a client here. I love it, and I'm gonna go ahead and get my treatment once we're here. So why don't we go inside, meet the owner, and see what this place is all about right here in the heart of Rancho Bernardo. Devin, how you doing?
Great, man. How are you?
Good. Always so good to be here with you. I did bring the camera crew today, so my man Daniel behind the camera. We are in this place always has such a zen feel to it. I mean, really, it has a really great feel. You're the owner here of Align Life Chiropractic. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what the business stands for, what it is, and from my perspective, what I'm just genuinely curious about is there's something different about this practice than any other that I've ever stepped into. Always had my trouble putting my finger on it. Maybe you could shed some light on that.
Sure. Thanks for saying that. I really appreciate it. We started the practice locally here in San Diego back in 2008. So we're now 12 years into this process, and I think a part of the, let's call it the secret sauce of our business, has been a lot of development through trial and error over the years of being able to find a place that we felt like represented the type of work that we wanted to have. I think a part of what we do that's different in comparison to traditional chiropractic clinics is we have a multi-pronged system. And it all starts on the first day when I get a chance to sit down with people and have a real discussion with them. I think there's a bit of a lost art of having a face-to-face, or in this case, a distance face-to-face. We do a thorough chiropractic evaluation with postural photos, range of motion to check. We run through a symptom survey with them. We go through and do a hands-on evaluation of the spine. And then if we need to, we can take in-house digital x-ray, be able to show that to the patient. That way everybody's in the loop on what's actually causing the problem. We can also say with good certainty that yes, in fact, I'm the person that's going to be the right fit for your problem. And if that's not the case, great, we're going to have a referral that's going to be to somebody that's going to be in alignment with helping me to get to the ultimate goal.
That's awesome. All right, well, there's no way you're going to have me come over here and just do a bunch of talking. I want to get to work, so let's do it. All right, here we go.
So the first thing that we're going to do, and this is what we've done before, Dan, is we're just going to evaluate the spine. And one of the things that I like to do initially with someone is I want to look at how well is the spine actually moving. Movement is a very strong indicator of spinal health and alignment. So when I move you around, Dan, I'm going to be looking for areas of the spine that are fixated, that are more stuck, more rigid. Also, if there's areas that are causing pain or discomfort, I'm going to have you let me know. Okay? Yep, and I'll sit you all the way back. So we're just going to move side to side, nice and gentle here. And again, this is something that I think is different in comparison to other chiropractic clinics. I think you talked about it earlier, Dan, the idea that you would just sort of lay on a table, everyone receives the same adjustment. Whereas for us, our goal is to identify, well, where does that adjustment actually need to be placed? Because the power of the adjustment can be considerable if done in the correct location and in the same direction. So as I'm going through and I'm evaluating your spine, right here in the upper neck, right? Yeah. Tenderness, soreness. Yeah. Now, how do I know where that is?
It's like you felt it before I said anything.
Correct, which is kind of interesting, right? What that is all about being able to, of course, having put my hands on thousands of people over the last 12 years, but feeling for areas of fixation in the spine. So the goal of a chiropractic adjustment, or one of the goals, is to be able to restore normal alignment to the spine and get the range of motion back. So what we'll do is we could provide an adjustment to that area and then reevaluate that area to see, does the area actually now move better than what it did when we first began. So What we'll do, Dan, is we're going to just make an adjustment at one spot at the top of the neck here. We're going to work from right to left. You'll hear a little bit of a popping sound. We'll use a little bit of speed to make that adjustment happen. And then, we can move from there, see what else is what we want to work on. So, Dan, I'm going to bring you over to your right-hand side. Good, a little squeeze here, and a little bit of that popping sound. Way to go, man, you did awesome. Big set. Now, here's the fun part. This is sort of the before and after piece of this. We're going to re-evaluate, and Dan, you can sort of say with as unbiased as you can, do you feel as if this area of your spine that was previously restricted, do you feel as if it's moving better now?
It's absolutely moving better, and the part that I'm most surprised by, though, is that the actual spot isn't tender.
Which is cool.
That's not even on my spine. That's here.
Pretty much
but
see
it's
a pretty immediate change in regards to the tissue around that area, being able to reduce inflammation in that segment, based upon the fact that when the joint moves, we actually are able to flush out inflammatory byproducts from that area. Now you've got a healthy tissue surrounding there, which is not tender to the touch, which is pretty cool.
So we're here at another station now.
Yeah.
Take us through, what are we looking at?
Yeah, so the idea here is that in some instances, our postural distortions have become so large that now they're actually impacting the health of the spine and causing a forward, typically for most people, it's a sort of forward position. These positions cause breakdown in the spine, not only to the joints, but also to the discs, and ultimately put more stress and tension on the spinal cord or nerves that live inside the spine. So although we could make an adjustment which may help one area of the spine, there may be entire regions of the spine that are dysfunctional. So if we want to change the shape of them, we apply what's called full spine traction.
All right, so braces for my spine. Let's see what this is about.
Yeah, so let's just do something really that would be quite simple. What I'll do is I'm going to work on, let's say, the neck here, Dan. So what we're going to have you do is laying on your back face up. And what we're going to do is we're going to have you arc the neck over the top of this. And so the back of the head is going to end up here toward the top of the table.
Okay.
So go ahead, lay on your back. Face up.
I hope it's easier to do than it sounds.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to drop this in. Very good.
Yep, success. Okay.
We're going to go ahead. I'm going to bring this out so that we've got you pretty neutral. And now there's a number of different things that we can do. In this case, if a patient has lost some of the curve that takes place in their neck, or they have a lot of forward head posture, what we can do is apply load to their spine in a few different ways to be able to help build that up. So for today, I'm going to take it super easy on you. We're not really going to be doing a bunch, but
thank you.
What we could be doing is we can apply things like a resistance band strap that's going to push down here to allow this to be really a fulcrum to stretch out some of the ligaments and discs in this area of the spine and create a better shape of the spine. We could also do this for Dan's middle back and apply straps down into the base of the table, or even for his low back and pelvis if we had a lot of anterior pelvic tilt, or other changes that we see really commonly with prolonged seated posture. We can counteract the effects of that, making sure that the whole spine from top to bottom is going to be as ideal as possible for that individual.
That is awesome. Awesome. Well, I want to thank you for spending some time with us, and I know that one of the cool things about your practice, aside from the fact that your space just always has this great feel to it, is you have a physical rehabilitation entire section here in your business and in a specialist.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we can talk to Adrian. He's going to be the person that would put you through stretching and strengthening exercises, again, specific to your body. There's no blanket routine that you give out to everybody. It's individually for what your fitness goals are, maybe your job goals, or what you really need in order to work on your posture.
Hey, all right, man. So this is it. This is functional rehab. That's what you call functional rehab?
Yep.
All right, so let's just talk about that for a quick moment. Is there something to that name? What is the difference between traditional rehab versus functional rehab?
With the work that I do here with the patients, I take the notes that Dr. Shea finds during that first exam, and then with those notes, I'm able to give a specific exercise regimen that allows the postural change that happen to the spine with these adjustments, then I'm able to support that with stronger muscles that will create a better structure, or stretching all the ligaments around the spine as well too.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's do it. What are we gonna do today?
So let's do one for forward head posture. That's a common postural distortion that's currently occurring with everybody. So what you're gonna be doing is with some sort of block for the upper back, so we can focus all the movements on the cervical spine. We're gonna put that right there in between your shoulder blades, so right over the spine. And then what you're gonna do is first, you're gonna push the head forward. This creates that extra range of motion. So then after that, I want you to look up. And then from this position, you're going to bring the head straight down.
Okay.
Pretty much doing like.
And what's being accomplished while I do this?
So
This is the upper part of my back?
Yep,
Upper middle?
In between your shoulder blades. I'll be right here. A bit. Good. So with the muscles, with forward head posture, they get too tight over time, and then essentially the muscles that are in the upper neck get too tight, and then the ones that help bring the head back are too weak.
Does this look like?
Let's have you go back to neutral and then looking up. Or pushing forward and then looking up, and then drawing the head straight back. Feel like a double dip. Perfect. That's perfect right there. How does it feel? Is it you feel muscles working in the front of the neck a little bit too?
Feel these muscles here.
Good.
Right here.
Awesome.
So is that good? Did I pass the test? Good.
I need to do 8 more, but so far, yes. You can relax it.
All right, guys, so I'm feeling awesome. I can't recommend more. Come and visit Align Life Chiropractic right here in Rancho Bernardo, all around the 56. Remember, we're highlighting the best of lifestyle, health, and entertainment businesses so that we can appreciate, enjoy, and live up this amazing community that we all share. I'm Dan Beer here with the Beer Home team at eXp Realty, and I'll see you on the next one.